Yeah, if you take this disc guy, I found something cool just now. You see Jack 1, Jack 2, and Jack 3. I'm really enthused to play this game. I mean, enthusiastic about playing this game. I found that the graphics were really cool, and these manual, it doesn't say anything about the story, just the controls. You can see how kind of how Jack changed here. And here I was going to talk about my history with the Jak and Daxter series. It goes all the way back to 2001 or 2002, either one. And I was very little, just starting to play video games. And yeah, I started out. My cousin came in the room. I was just sitting there playing The Sims. You know, The Sims was one of the first video games I ever played. I was just sitting there playing The Sims, and my cousin comes in the room with Jak and Daxter, the Curse Legacy, and the Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, and in both of his hands. He's like, you want to play this? And I thought, hey, what the heck, because I was getting a bit bored of The Sims. And I really did play the Sly Cooper, the Thievius Raccoonus a bit more, but bottom line, I played both of these to death. I love both of these games. And just recently, like 2 years ago, my cousin had lost it. I'm like, how could you lose Curse Legacy? So he basically forced me to buy it myself. I bought it myself, and I finally 100%ed it. It got all the power cells, and it's pretty rewarding to say that I 100%ed it. Got all 101 actually. It's funny how they left how they had a power cell that you could actually leave out and not collect. They give you that choice. It's funny, but now I actually get the trophy because all you get was that secret ending, which I thought was gonna show you something really cool, but all it has is just they found a door, they opened it because Jak has all 100 power cells. This is what you need to get the secret ending actually, so you can leave one power cell out, but you won't have gotten 100%. And it's a giant light, but that's it. Yeah, I'm sorry if I should have spoiled it, but yeah, that's basically it. And then really the first Jak game I've ever bought and owned myself was Jak 2 back in 2003. I like Jak and Daxter 1 so much, I decided to buy the sequel. I was like so much younger back when I first got it, and I was getting mad. Like, we all know how frustrating this game is. We all know how frustrating Jak 2 is. And I was just getting so angry. But my cousin actually came in and he had to help me. And that's kind of an embarrassing thing for me to do actually, because now I do that less often. Get help from somebody. In fact, I haven't done that since then actually. He helped me. He got me all the way to the last level, but then he had to leave. So it was up to me to finish the last level. I actually beat the final boss that day, and I was just like really happy, extremely happy. But then for some reason I wanted to play it again, and so I basically went through all that anger, wanted to play it again, went through all that anger again. So even today, I've beaten the game only like 4 times now. So even today, I still like to play it. It's still a good game, despite the fact that it's really hard. It's still a good game. Moving on, Jak 3. I actually thought that The Lost Frontier was Jak 3 for a second, because I didn't even know Jak 3 existed until 2010. It's really embarrassing to say it, but till 2010, I thought that we were stuck with The Lost Frontier. I just didn't like The Lost Frontier. I don't know, there was just something in there that kept me from liking it as much as I did the first 2. I guess it was just the fact that you couldn't turn into Light Jak or Dark Jak, like you could in the third game. But anyway, moving on to the third game, I didn't even know this game existed until like 2010. And when I finally figured out that out, because my cousin just came out of nowhere, he said, "Hey, did you know that they made a third Jak?" And I was like, "What, a third Jak and Daxter?" I literally thought that these were the only two Jak and Daxter games, like a third Jak and Daxter. But sure enough, I went to GameStop, asked them for a third Jak and Daxter, and this was the day I went to go try and buy Ratchet and Clank 3. Asked them for a third Jak and Daxter, and there it was. And I played through it, and now it's my favorite Jak and Daxter. Originally, I never really thought about which one was, if they had really made Jak 3. I guess I might say the Progressive Legacy, because I just felt there were some times in Jak 2 where Naughty Dog was just laughing in your face and throwing these painfully hard missions at you. But here, it's actually, the difficulty is pretty well balanced. You know, it stops you from dying so many times because you can use Light Jack's regeneration. So it stops you from dying as many times as you could in there. But there are still plenty of hard missions in here from what I played, which I actually beat the game. I beat all 3 of these games, so from what I played, well, there aren't even any hard missions then. So yeah, that's pretty much my whole rundown of the entire series in my perspective. So the Jak and Daxter series overall is a great series, my 3rd favorite series of all time, and it's great. It has great value and nostalgia for me. Just like Sly Cooper. I wish I could say the same for Ratchet and Clank, but no. So until next time, this is T-761 signing out.